Hello, I'm Joe Walensky, and I am the conference director for the upcoming next in our virtual series of the Convey UX conference. It will take place in August on Tuesday the 18th. And one of the fun things I get to do is talk to the speakers that will be part of the event. And right now I'm talking to Christina Ho. Hello, Christina. How are you doing today?
Hi, Joe. I'm doing great. How are you?
All right. Well, it's post 4th of July, and I'm in my home office in Bellingham, Washington, which is about 80 miles north of Seattle. Where are you talking to me from?
I actually live in Brookline, Massachusetts, so very close to Boston.
Well, I've been there and actually stayed in that community one time, so I'm very familiar with it. It's good to have you as part of the program. And just give a little preview about the topic that you're presenting. But maybe we could start if you could just talk a little bit about the nature of the work, the types of things that you're typically involved in, and maybe a little bit about your background.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been a UX leader for almost 25 years, spanning across actually software engineering and design leadership. Most recently, I served as VP Director of UX Strategy and Design, and where I've led enterprise UX initiatives and AI adoption. And for me, since I had started off as a software engineer, I was very lucky to landed in a job where it introduced me to UX. So on day one, I really wanted to switch gears and explore opportunities in that area. Throughout my career, I found that being in UX, it's really important to have partnerships with different groups of people to be successful with product, with engineering, with our peers, and making sure that everything is aligned with the business, right? Whatever we are designing is aligned towards the business outcomes. So that's where I kind of came up with a topic that I'll be speaking at in August is how to scale at an enterprise level for UX teams because many companies that I've helped in the past have struggled with this, trying to meet business requirements at speed, but still trying to ground ourselves in the best UX practices, focusing on human centered design and really um, you know, just supporting our, teams in the right way, nurturing the teams, and then really focused on solving our customers' needs.
And the exact title of it is From Strategy to Shipping, Scaling UX in Enterprise, and yeah, certainly sounds like something that we're all interested in. You mentioned a little bit about how you came around to that topic. Are there any maybe highlights that you want to talk about that you might be speaking about in that topic?
Yeah, so I think one of the things that comes to mind is really the design system or system of things like working wherever you are. Um, you know, Most of the time when you're working on projects, uh, the key issue to many design process consistency and scalability. So right now, there's a lot of focus on how do we make sure that designs are scaling, especially when you have multiple digital products, right? So some of the things that are big topics, like with Figma, using the design system to scale with that variables and tokens. Another hot topic is accessibility. How do we ensure that all of the customers have access to these products? And just how to really meet the demands, right? To go fast, but still, especially when you have large teams they're designing. The way I I've always envisioned it. Usually, when I join an organization, the team is sort of like part of a tree, and all the designers are branches. They keep, designing, and they get further and further away, and there's not a real cohesiveness, right, of where the designs are kind of, aligned. So I've solved this problem for multiple organizations, sometimes starting with as a team of one. But that at the very core, the design system has always been something that needs a solid foundation. So that will be one of the topics of how I've helped in the past and designing really from the beginning, or actually in one example, they did a proof of concept in 3 weeks, having the core common components built and scaled across different products, even working for third party solutions. So lots of organizations struggle with this, but it is definitely possible.
Well, it sounds like there's going to be a lot of good stuff in there, including you mentioned accessibility, which is an area that I'm particularly interested in. And so,
Hmm.
yeah, thanks for taking a few minutes to just give us a little bit about your background and preview of what you're going to be talking about. And we'll see you at the virtual event in just about 6 weeks.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Joe.
All right, thank you, Christina. Bye bye.
Bye bye.